Hey love, I hope you're doing so well. Welcome to my channel. So this is different. You guys are seeing my face. I've been wanting to try out different filming styles to see what's better for me. And since now I'm finally gonna have a space to have all my nail stuff, I thought, why not start now? This is not the space and background I'm going to be having. This is just what I'm working with right now, and I wanted to try some new things out to see what works and what doesn't. Sorry for the glare in my glasses. I need to keep these on because I need to see, which is why these lights are so bright in here. But anyway, today I am going to be doing a gel X set, and I'm going to be using Shein products that I've had for a while. There's a few products that I bought from this specific brand called Aillsa. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sorry if I'm butchering it wrong. If anybody knows how to properly pronounce it, leave that in the comments. Thank you, please. Since I kind of have the full system from this brand, Aillsa, I decided why not do a review on it. I have a few inspo pics that I will pop up here somewhere on the screen. And I took a little bit from each of this set, and I will be tagging the nail tech down in the description if you want to check them out because they are super, super talented. Firstly, I'm gonna put away the last set that I worked on, which I will link up above, which was my chrome junk alternative punk emo junk nail art. I feel like I said junk 25 times, but you guys get it. This set was super cute. This is the process that I did removing the last gel X set that I had. This last set was a few weeks ago, which was for my boyfriend's birthday, and I haven't had them on for a while, but I did film myself showing my process on how I removed this gel X set. I will also link this setup above because I also did record myself placing these babies on. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through the process that I do on removing my gel X set. Firstly, it's always going to be if there are no charms to pick off, I'm going to go ahead and trim off any excess nail length that I have, making sure not to cut off any of my own natural nail. Once I've trimmed off all the excess length, I'm gonna go ahead with my nail drill bit and I am going to shave down all this gel polish and any rhinestone glue and chrome powder. I'm gonna make sure to go down enough that I am making a breakage, so when I do soak the acetone off, it comes off easier. I also want to be careful and not do too much to damage my natural nail. And this is how much I've gotten it down. So now I'm gonna go in and soak these babies in some acetone. What I like to do is use these little clippies, and I go ahead and use a cotton ball. I cut it in half and I place one in each of these, and then I pour a little bit of acetone onto each of the cotton balls, and then I place one on each hand. Normally, I go around the surface of my nail beds and the tips of my fingertips with some cuticle oil or some Vaseline. For some reason, I didn't this time, but yeah, usually you'd like to do that because acetone dries out your skin a lot, and it's really good to put a lucrative protective layer around your nail to protect that from the drying out of acetone. Once I've placed all these on my nails, I'm going to keep them on for 15 minutes. "15 minutes later, I go ahead and I remove them, removing the cotton balls as well, and you can see that all of whatever is left of the gel and the full cover tip is going to be nice and soft and very easy for you to pick off your nails. And that is exactly what I'm going to go do with my cuticle pusher. Once I've scraped off as much as I can of all the gel and the rest of the full cover tip that remains, I am going to use a buffing block and also a nail file to just remove a little bit of any of the excess gel that is remaining on my nail. Once I've removed all the gel and the full cover tip that's left, I'm going to go ahead and clean my nails with 91% isopropyl alcohol and use this brush to just brush off any little excess dust that might remain. Now we're on to cuticle prep. I've already cleaned my tools. I always clean my tools after I use them, but when I'm about to push my cuticles back, I always just like to clean everything just once again right before I do my nails or use any of the clippers, because the room I'm in is very dusty and I just always want to make sure that everything is always sanitized and clean, because I do not want an infection. Nobody wants an infection, okay? So now I'm going to be using my Sally Hassen, God, I don't know how to pronounce anything, I'm sorry. I'm going to use my cuticle softener and I am going to place that on all the nails and I'm going to push my cuticles back gently. Using my straight head nail trimmer, I'm gonna just go ahead and clip off any excess, you know, free edge that I have that might be a little too long, because I'm gonna go in with these Gel X tips. And now using my ball head cuticle bit, I'm gonna go ahead and go around my cuticles and do it in reverse as well, just to clear off any dead skin or lifted dead cuticle that's there. Then using my nippers, I'm going to go ahead and carefully go around and clip off any of that dead skin. Now using a 240 grit nail file, I'm just gonna go over my free edge and file it down just to make sure everything is nice and even, and go ahead and buff the surface one last time before I go into nail prep. Cleaning my nails off with 91% isopropyl alcohol and scrubbing all the excess dust off. I got this cuticle oil balm from Dollar Tree, and it's actually pretty cute. It kind of goes on like a balm, so you know, yeah, I definitely needed some hydration. So I went ahead and did that and lotioned up my hands. Now we're going into nail prep for the gel extension. Like I mentioned in my intro, I'm gonna be using these Shein products. So first going in with a layer of my Makartt Dehydrator, then following that up with my Kiss acrylic primer. And then lastly, going in with 2 coats of this Aillsa base coat, and of course, curing for 60 seconds in between. This base coat was in the middle of viscosity, so it wasn't super thick, but it wasn't super thin either. This is actually my first time using it. I bought it, I believe, in my second Shein haul ever, which I will link up above as well. And yeah, it wasn't so bad at all. Like, let's see how long it lasts up to the test, but so far my natural nails, I like the viscosity. So I'm gonna go ahead and cure this for 60 seconds. And now that I have the base coat on both nails, we're ready to go sizing out these tips. So again, I'm going to be using the soft gel Aillsa cover medium length tips. This time, I'm going to be trying to do the overlay method, so I'm not going to be placing the tips exactly at my cuticle. And now that I've sized out the tips, we could go on into the Gel X application. So when I recorded me placing these nails on, it had been at least a day or 2 after my base coat, so I went in with my buffer just to make a little bit of abrasions on it, just so that the gel could adhere a little better. And I'm going to go in with my dehydrator and my primer. Then finally, we're going to use this 4-in-1 nail glue, which let me let you guys know was trash. It was very runny. It was giving more a base coat than it did a nail glue. I like my nail glue gel to be on the thicker side of viscosity, and this was super runny. So I would suggest using this as a base coat rather than a nail glue, but I was able to adhere the nails on. Now going into shaping and buffing, I'm gonna use my 180 grit nail file just to make sure the sides are nice and crisp. Same with the free edge. Then using my bit, I'm gonna go ahead and shave down where the natural nail and the nail extension meets, just so that when I go over with the base coat, there is no really rugged line. So I went in first with my bit, and then I'm gonna go in with my mini mandrel bit and just making sure everything's all smoothed out and even. Then using my buffer, I'm gonna go ahead and buff out all those harsh lines we just did with all that shaping with the nail file and the bits. And using my little buffer bit, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a nice extra buff. This bit really does polish your nail a lot, that's why I like to use it. So now that my nails are all prepped, the final step is going to be sealing all my cuticles with acetone. Now going in with my base coat, I'm going to do a nice layer on all of the nails, making sure to pay attention to the cuticle. Since we are doing the overlay method, I want to make sure that it's a nice even flat surface. This was my first time ever doing this and it didn't come out amazing, but for my first try I feel like it wasn't too bad. Also, what I can say is I really do like these full cover tips. They are really sturdy, they're really strong. The base of it is thin, so when I went to go, make sure that it met my natural nail where the extension was, it wasn't hard at all to file down. I was actually really good. I actually really like these tips. The nail glue, not so much. And the top coat as well, it is just a little runny for my liking. I like a thicker base coat and a top coat, and this one isn't horrible, but it's definitely not one of my faves. So going in with this top coat, I'm going to do a nice layer underneath all the nails just to make sure they stay all clean and dust free. And now the nails are finally ready for some gel polish. So y'all, let me let you know how I abandoned all of the inspo pics, because it was about 2 days before I was supposed to go out with my boyfriend to this all-girl rap showcase, and I really wanted it to match my outfit. And the set that I was going to do that I showed you inspo pics for just really didn't go with the outfit, and on top of that, I had tried doing one hand and it just came out ugly. I just really didn't like it, so I ended up shaving all the gel polish down and then just going in with this nude jelly and doing 2 coats of this on both of the nails, and yeah, just kind of freestyling. And I ended up liking this set way better, even though it's still not one of my favorites, but it was good practice and definitely with the outfit that I was gonna wear, so I was happy about that. So now doing one layer of the Nail Reserve top coat, because I had tried doing it with the top coat that I was using and my chrome powder was not going on. So I had to go over it with this Nail Reserve top coat because I know for a fact that this would work because I've used this for this chrome method. Now going in with this Aurora chrome powder, I'm gonna go ahead and buff that in on all of the nails on both hands. Now to seal in all that chrome powder, I'm going to go on top with this top coat. So here are the nails so far, and I think they're looking really cute. And now for the finishing touches, I'm gonna go in with these pearls and pretty much do a little design on all of the nails. First, I'm gonna start out by putting 3 medium sized on the center of each nail. And this didn't take as long as I thought it would. The first hand I feel like I did pretty quick. It was just finishing the second hand that I was just like, all right, I'm done putting on these pearls. But I was happy with the finished set and I think it went really well with my outfit as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and repeat this on all of the nails. Once I'm done placing the bigger pearls on in the middle, I'm going to go ahead and follow that up with smaller pearls on the side, and I'm going to go ahead and just do that on both of the hands. And this is what the set is looking like so far. And just to finish this off, I'm gonna go ahead and go over all of this with a top coat, making sure I'm going over all the pearls because I don't want them to turn too quick, and also just making sure they're all in place. And then using my liner brush to just go in between to make sure that the top coat is not, you know, building up and is nicely laid on all of the nails. finishing up my nails with some cuticle oil, and here we are with the finished set. Again, this is not what I thought I was gonna end up with by the end of doing these nails, but this is what I got, and I like them a lot. I think they look really cute. I'm definitely gonna keep these on for a little bit. I'm definitely gonna be changing my nails for New Year's Eve, so look out for that. I was watching a clip of one of Doechie's interviews, and she said I need to allow myself to do something wrong or it not come out great if this is my first time doing it. And that really hit me, because that's me with doing my nails. I sometimes have to remind myself I'm still a beginner at all this, so I just need to not beat myself up, because a lot of the times this is my first time trying certain styles and just still getting used to doing nails on myself. But enough of me yapping. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like down below. It really does help with the algorithm. If you'd like to keep up with my nail content, please subscribe down below. And if you made it this far, I appreciate you so much. Love. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time, love.